Some people might argue that art should be strictly aesthetic, while others believe that it can be a way to express social or political messages and shine a light on subjects we as a society don't want to talk about openly. To define controversial art in simple terms, it's basically an artwork that goes against a specific person's opinions or beliefs, therefore creating debates and arguments about this artwork. Artwork can also be called controversial when it's hard to make sense of. It may look disgusting or weird, and therefore create arguments if it should be even considered art at all. Hello, guys, my name is Ruth, and today I want to look a little deeper into one of my personal favorite examples of controversial art, the scandalous and famous art performance Rhythm Zero by the Serbian artist Marina Abramovic. Marina is one of the most famous and influential performance artists still working today. She is mostly known for using her own body in experimental and upsetting ways in performance art instances for over 4 decades. Elements like pain, danger, exhaustion, violence appear in almost all of her works. Rhythm Zero is one of the most famous performance art pieces done by the Serbian artist. Some art critics even believe that this piece put Abramovic on the art map and set her up for an extraordinary career she had thus far. The performance Rhythm Zero took place at the Studio Mora in Italy in 1974. Marina placed 72 objects on the table in the gallery, and right next to these objects was an instruction that said the following. Instructions. There are 72 objects on the table that one can use as desired. Performance. I am the object. During the period, I take full responsibility. Duration. 6 hours, 8 a.m. till 2 p.m. If we look at the list of the 72 objects, it can be split into two groups, objects of pleasure and objects of pain. So it was the audience's choice whether they wanted to hurt her or not to hurt her. One of the most detailed descriptions of the course of events was provided by the art critic Thomas M.C. Evilley, who was present during this performance. He wrote, "The performance began tamely. Someone turned her around. Another person thrust her arm into the air. Someone else touched her somewhat intimately. Unfortunately, the events of evening quickly took a turn for the worse. M.C. Evilley wrote that all of Abramovic's clothes were cut off after 3 hours. Someone used a knife to cut her neck and drink her blood. Abramovic was sexually assaulted during the performance, carried around half naked and put on a table. A loaded gun was thrust to Marina's head and her own finger was being worked around the trigger, causing a fight in the audience. After 3 hours were finished, Marina decided to confront the audience, but she wasn't able to do so. People were apparently afraid to be confronted by her and immediately left the exhibition space as soon as she started moving towards them. When Abramovic went to her hotel room after the performance, she looked in the mirror and saw that some of her hair had turned completely white. Abramovic said that she still has scars from Rhythm Zero and that it was difficult to get rid of the feeling of fear for a long time. In one of the interviews about Rhythm Zero, she said, "The experience I drew from this piece was that in your own performances you can go very far, but if you leave the decisions to the public, you can be killed." The performance questions human nature, permission, and accountability that are particularly relevant in our current culture. People are afraid of consequences for doing something wrong, so when Marina stated that she takes full responsibility for what takes place during those 6 hours, it released the audience from holding back and made apparent the underlying violent wishes and inner extreme aggression of the crowd. Also, the fact that the audience was unable to confront her as a person is proof that humans are afraid of taking accountability when doing something they knew was wrong. In conclusion, the performance Rhythm Zero exposed dark truths about the human nature. That even when someone is unmoving, silent, and available, some will still take advantage to do the worst. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed my video. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and thank you for all my 10 million subscribers. Anyway, see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Mwah.